All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Chris Barret, and I am here with the LGBT Courage Coalition. Before I get to anything else, let me say, as a Missourian, I want to give my full support to our neighbors in Tennessee. Like Tennessee and many other states, Missouri has banned the practice of so-called gender-affirming care for minors. To the people of Tennessee, my prayers are with you and your brave leaders here at the Supreme Court today, and I think it's appropriate I put this hat on. This topic means a lot to me, and let me tell you why. When I was a young boy, I was a bit different than other boys. I loved to play dress up and pretend I was a beautiful dancer. My cousin and I would play with Barbie dolls together. I thought makeup was so much fun. I give makeovers to cousins, and of course, I wouldn't mind looking a little glamorous at times too. Thankfully, my parents accepted their boys' behavior and let me develop into a normal and healthy adult gay man. Today, had I had different parents, I may have been convinced I was actually trans. You see, what I'm speaking about is that most kids who experience gender dysphoria are kids like I once was. They may not act like the stereotypical boy or girl. In fact, most kids who are diagnosed with gender dysphoria simply turn out to be same-sex attracted adults if you simply leave these kids alone. But pediatric gender care is spreading to many other groups, and even more children are suffering. In some places around the world, we have seen a 4,000% increase in the number of adolescent girls claiming to be trans. Autistic children are also disproportionately susceptible to this ideology driving these increases. For the past few years, I've been traveling around Missouri, speaking out against overtly sexual books in school libraries that often attempt to introduce children to gender ideology. While there are definitely other ways the indoctrination can begin, making sure children aren't exposed to these topics in school would be an easy way to help stop this problem before it starts. So, to the parents of the United States, I say this to you. Please get involved in your children's school life. Attend school board meetings and work to get the medicalization of children stopped in your states. I'd also like you to support federal bans on these unnecessary medical interventions. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is looking to pass her Protect Children's Innocence Act, which would ban these practices in all 50 states. There is now movement in the Senate to pass similar legislation in the next session. It's time we support these leaders and get this crucial work done. I'd like to specifically speak to my community, the lesbian, gay, and bisexual community. Far too long, many of us have been silent on this issue facing children, and it's time for this to change. With so many gay and lesbian youth getting caught up in the gender craze, what is happening here is conversion therapy 2.0. Why settle for a gay son when you can have a straight daughter? Our community largely rejected original forms of conversion therapy, and we should reject this attempt driven by radicals in a greedy medical industry. Gay people are fine the way we are. There is no need to change us. In fact, all children are perfect just as God created them. In reality, this is a new gay rights movement. Before we were looking for equality. Now we must stand up for freedom. We must emancipate ourselves from the shackles of gender theory, which tells children they're born in the wrong body, and queer theory, which tells kids that they must reject the very foundations of our society. When we were fighting for our rights as gay people, most of us just wanted to be good American citizens. A part of being a good citizen is to stand up for the children of this country, and many of us are parents too. So let's show America that we will be good citizens and that we will be a reliable line of defense for kids. Lastly, I'd like to provide some words of encouragement to everyone in America. The movement to protect kids from radical gender ideology is growing. More and more people are opening their eyes to one of the greatest human rights atrocities in our time. So let's pray for the Supreme Court justices. Let's hope they will decide to uphold Tennessee's ban on gender care for minors. But keep this in mind. No matter what happens here at the court, we will find a way to prevail. We will find a way to make sure children are allowed to keep their healthy body parts and avoid chemical castration. Our nation can do better for our children. Each one of us must stand together and say, enough is enough. Leave the kids alone. May God bless and protect the kids of the United States. Thank you.